from a wild TV5 studio, the Power Hour is on the air.
Last week we lived up to our motto, expect the unexpected. There's Mick Grimes now.
Jimmy, it looks like you got yourself a little stable here, but there's one problem. I am the innovator of hardcore. And what's going on? The problem is, I'm not involved. Huh? I'm not involved in your little stable.
But you see, you know how sometimes some people just don't fit in with a certain group? You know, whether it be because of their appearance or their financial status or whatever, you know, they don't fit in with a group. Well, I didn't mean to offend you, and I'm sorry if I said anything wrong. But I think that before we make any foolish options this morning, before we make any bad choices, we should just look around us and consider our options and realize that we don't want violence to take place this morning, do we, Vic? So what the thing to do would be to just go ahead and let this...
I'm telling you, here's Derek King.
Oh, that
Kevin
didn't last
Christian
long.
stops it. Here's Big Grimes.
Big Grimes is in the ring.
Big Grimes. Can you believe that?
And all of a sudden, Cornette has said, time to leave.
Let's get out of here, guys. Look at this. Back jump from Big Grimes. He grabs Kulka with clean Kulka in. That's going to even things up. I can't believe my eyes, Dave.
Big Grimes, he was snubbed by Jim Cornette earlier today.
What?
And it looks like he's out here to pay it back, going against the Power Pro champion.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The Power Hour.
Hey, welcome to the Power Hour, everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside. And wow, get ready for this one today. We got a big six-man match coming up that just will not quit.
Oh, we've got a huge day today on the Power Hour, buddy. We want to bring out right now our brand new matchmaker in Power Pro. And talking about Brandon Baxter. Can we get him out here and talk about the big action coming up here today? Brandon Baxter is going to tell us about our big feature matches here on the Power Hour.
We're going to find out about it. Here it comes. Hey, Brandon.
I came here this morning, I want to let everybody know that Brandon Baxter is in a good mood. And I got a big announcement that I want to make. But first of all, you know, one thing first. If you didn't go to the New Daisy Theater last week, and if you didn't go to see that marathon match, shame on you. I mean, the match was, in my opinion, I think most of the people thought it was one of the best matches in Power Pro history, and one of the best matches probably in the history of Memphis wrestling. I mean, you had two great athletes in Steve Bradley, and I'll give the devil a two, he's a great athlete, and Kurt Angle. The guys went 30 minutes. It was a tie when the 30-minute time limit expired. And, you know, Steve was able to, by the skin of his teeth, get away in that 5-minute over period, but Kurt Angle will get Steve Bradley. And that's, you know, that's a little sampling of what's coming up today. Because I've been real sick and tired of all these guys wanting to run in. You know, Jim Cornette and Kevin Christian, and you have Mick Tierney and Glen, and all these guys want to stick their nose in everybody else's business. And it's almost to the point where it's like, why make a singles match? Why don't we make it a six-man tag team match for television today?
Good. Hey, that sounds good.
Mick Tierney, Glen Kulka, Steve Bradley, you will be in this ring, and you know who they'll face? They're going to face Wolfie D, Vicious Big Grimes, and Kurt Angle. Six-man tag today, and we're not going to wait too long. It's going to be in the very next segment.
Great.
But I have good news for everybody out here. How many of you people are sick and tired of hearing Jim Cornette's big mouth?
I second that, Dave.
Corey and I are voting on that one.
I figured you would. How many of you are glad that Jim Cornette, I mean, he's not here today? How many of you are glad of that?
Yeah.
You see, last Saturday night at the New Daisy Theater, Jim Cornette wanted to stick his nose in Wolfie D's match. Wolfie picked him up. He dropped him on that big head in a pile driver. and Jim Cornette will not be at television today.
Yeah, great. Right. Good. Yeah, be a lot quieter.
The big six man will be up for the next segment, so let's go ahead and get the show on the road, and I think we have a good one coming up.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, let's in fact do that. We'll get this one going because, wait a minute, there's Kevin Christian coming out. Kevin, we're going to try to get this six-man underway here. It ought to be a good one.
I know it. I want to contribute to that. But what's bothering me is, first of all, Brandon Baxter comes out here. He's talking about, want to know how many people are happy that Jim Cornette's not here, and that the
all you have to do is ask the boy, are you glad Jim Cornette's not here?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy, Kevin.
Everybody but you's happy, apparently.
You think these people are happy because they don't want to hear Jim Cornette? Man, let me tell you something. Jim Cornette has been here less than a month. You've been here for a year. You think these people are sick and tired of you? I think they are. Y'all think they're here?
No, they like Brandon.
Well, hey, let me tell you, the reason I'm out here is because, you know, Jim Cornette's not here. And Corey, a couple weeks ago, came out here and he thought he was the big man in charge, and he said that I was fired. Well, I got news for you, Corey.
Do you have a purpose? If you do, let's get to it. Let's get the show going.
If the Three Stooges would quit interrupting me, I'd tell you my purpose. I'm not fired. Jim Cornette's not here today, so that means that I'm the man in charge. And speaking of Jim Cornette, true, he's hurt. True, he's laid up. And since he cannot be here in body, he's here with us in soul. I brought a tape with me of Jim Cornette.
Wonderful.
I brought a tape. Jim Cornette has a few words. If you'll shut up.
Well, let's see the tape. Let's show us the tape. Let's take a look at it.
Well, I guess everybody down there in Memphis, Tennessee thinks this is real funny what's happened to me. They think it's real funny that Wolfie D pile drive me and dropped me on top of my head, causing me all kinds of internal injuries. I guess you think it's real funny that I'm not there at Channel 5 this morning to lead my men on to victory, but instead I'm here in my cold, lonely bed at home trying to recuperate from my deathbed. Well, I guess you think it's funny now, but I promise you this, Wolfie D, Vic Grimes, Kurt Angle, Brandon Baxter, all of you are going to pay for what's been done to me. I'm not there this week. My neck hurts too bad, but I guarantee you I'll be there next week and every week thereafter. You're not going to see too many of those weeks, boys, because I'm going to finish this thing that's been started once and for all. In the meantime, today, I hereby give Kevin Christian, my executive assistant, full authority to run the organization as he sees fit. And Kevin's got a lot of ideas, a lot of groundbreaking ideas, a lot of bone-breaking ideas for the people that have done this to me. So I want you people to respect Kevin Christian just as you would respect a great leader such as myself. And Grimes, Angle, Baxter, and you, Wolfie D, I want you to remember that nobody, and I mean nobody, does this to Jim Cornette and gets away with it. The organization will be on a march, I promise you that, and I'll be back to lead it.
A man who's laid up in bed.
Is that not emotional, or you guys don't feel?
Poor Jim. No, not bad. Poor Jim.
Right.
Yeah, I feel real sorry for him, Kevin. Okay, we've seen the interview. You can go ahead and leave. You can go ahead and leave.
We saw the tape. Thank you very much. You're in charge of whatever organization's left. We got a show to do here.
We don't want to hear
Let's,
You guys make it fair. Hey, you got a fun with it. Hey.
If you're out here to make a threat, Kevin Christian, I want you to listen to this real carefully. If you stick your nose in my business or in that six-man tag team match today, you will end up laying next to Jim Cornette in that bed, and I imagine you've been there before.
Hey, so you don't make this to me, Brandon. You think you're Mr. Big Shot? You think you're so tough you walk up and down Bad Street? Let me tell you something. You get your butt kicked if you walk up and down Sesame Street, so don't try messing with me. I will issue a challenge. If you think you're so tough, why don't you and I get up in the ring today? Huh?
A challenge? Let me think about that for a second. Okay, I accept the challenge. Let's do it.
Let's go. Here you go. You're ready. Come on, Doug. Climb in the ring. You made the challenge, and he's accepted. Let's go.
You know what? I just dawned on me. I'm sorry. I kind of jumped the gun. It just dawned on me. I'm in charge today. I got a lot of responsibility. I really don't have time for this.
Oh, yeah, great. Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm scared. I don't want to.
Oh, no. Well, then climb in it. Well, okay, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it, Brandon. Let's take a break. We got a match coming up here in just a few minutes. Stay with it. Well, big threat, huh?
Yeah, all right.
Most compact club cabs just aren't cut out for big loads. So you end up leaving a little cargo behind, having to lose a little weight, cutting your fun short. Dodge Dakota, however, comes up big with more available payload, towing, and power. Dakota. Anything less doesn't cut it. Now get up to a $1,500 cash allowance on a Dodge Dakota.
Here they are. Holly, what would we do for lunch?
First, let's start with strawberries and coffee.
Yes.
We'd fly my private plane to Paris.
Fabulous.
Have foie gras overlooking the Spain.
Elizabeth.
I thought we'd go to Wendy's for a couple of 99-cent quarter-pound double stacks, biggie fries, biggie drinks, and watch the game.
Wendy's 99-cent quarter-pound double stack. When you're hungry, it's the perfect answer.
So long, everybody.
You know, that's how I met my wife.
Memphis sure has grown. More people, more traffic, and more tourists. And everybody's in a hurry. So it makes sense to protect yourself with auto insurance from Bill Blake.
For 30 years, the Hometown Boys have been providing auto insurance for Memphis drivers. No down payment, easy monthly payments, and you can save up to 50%.
Accidents happen, and one could happen to you. So see the Hometown Boys at Bill Blake Insurance today. Bill Street is the only place you ought to be singing the blues.
Monday in 3 weeks. A second Law and Order series.
Benson Special Victims Unit.
The same unpredictable cases.
I want to ask you a few questions about your wife.
The same unexpected endings.
If you want us to catch the people that killed your husband, we're going to need all of the information.
A second Law and Order series. Stories ripped from today's headlines.
I want to know the truth about these people.
Law and Order Special Victims Unit premieres Monday in 3 weeks on NBC.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
Hey, back on the Power Hour. We've got a six-man tag team action that's coming up here in just a moment. But before we do, I want to call out one side of the team that Brandon Baxter has set up for this six-man coming up here today on the Power Hour. Unfortunately, we're going to give them a little time here. Glen, Mick Tierney.
Well, it's just like we've been talking about forever. Well, you know what? I want to let my friends talk about this right now, because they're the ones that they can do some talking. Let me tell you something. The crippling has just begun. You see, first of all, we eliminated Doug Gilbert. In fact, he's sitting in a retirement community right now in Nutbush, wheeling around in a wheelchair. Now, Wolfie D, what's in God's name's wrong with you, lad? How many times do I need to leave you laying in a pool of blood before your blood give up? Now, today's match, I have to thank Brandon Baxter, because today's match plays right into our hands. Because today, we have the opportunity to eliminate 3 of these bullet-cracking wannabe heroes. You got Pretty Boy Kurt Angle, you got Fat Man Big Crimes, and you got Wolfie D. Well, Wolfie D, let me tell you something. It's your bloody funeral.
I got something to say. This is Vic Crimes. I am so sick and tired. Sick and tired of hearing about hardcore. What do you think Mick Tierney and I have been doing here since we became tag team partners? Hardcore? It's all hardcore to us. Every match we do is hardcore. So I'm sick of that, Vic Crimes. You mean nothing to me. I don't care about you anymore. I will take on anybody in the city of Memphis. Anybody out there got any huevos to take it on? You tell me. Bring it on, anybody. Anybody.
All right, you guys,
Glen, relax a minute.
What are you doing with the quarters, Mike?
See, the problem with you guys is you two are just like women. You look all good, but when we let you talk, you know, that's when it starts going downhill. The focus should be on the Power Pro champion, everybody's favorite superhero, sensational Steve Bradley. You know, Brandon Baxter, you came out here and for the first time of your life, you said something that makes sense. And yeah, the marathon match between me and Kurt Angle was the greatest match in Memphis history. But why? Because Steve Bradley once again carried Kurt Angle to his best match ever. Steve Bradley carries everybody to their best match ever. Isn't that right, Bruce? Why? Because Steve Bradley is the most sensational, the most spectacular, the most stupendous wrestler to ever hit Memphis wrestling. I am
am a wrestling prodigy. All this talk about students of the game, I am the wrestling prodigy. 22 years old, the youngest Memphis wrestling champion in history. So, let's just show everybody how it is to be truly sensational. And I'd like to call my good friends in here right now, and we'll lay this... I don't want to steal anybody's line, but we'll lay the boots and put Wolfie D and Kurt Angle down once again.
Well, that's why we have matches, and Steve Bradley with the microphone in the ring, and a little speech from the Power Pro champion today, Dave.
Well, he says all the focus ought to be on him because he is the champion. He's a fine wrestler. We've always said that since the first time we saw him. But he also has a little attitude problem that he's picked up over the last month. We'll take that back. Thank you very much. That's all we need. Kevin Christian to have a live mic.
I know it. Just have him walking around is enough. Wolfie D, Kurt Angle, and Vicious Big Grimes have made their way. And we heard earlier from the big guy out of New Hampshire, out of Manchester, New Hampshire, Steve Bradley, the Power Pro champion. Hey, what a way to start off the Power Hour today.
Oh, man.
Six-man tag team action.
And not just any six men. Look at the guys in there.
Oh,
you got the former Olympic champion. You got Wolfie D and Big Grimes against the Power Pro champion and Mick Tierney and Glen Kulka.
Referee's got his hands full here.
He does.
Aubrey Wayne, he's the official referee for this bout. We'll try to get someone out on the other side and get this thing started. Here we go. It's Tierney and Angle tangling up. The opening bout today on Power Pro Wrestling. Into the ropes goes Kurt Angle. Tierney powers him down. That's the big guy.
You know, we saw a great intensity from Kurt Angle last week that we had not seen before. He's going to need that same kind of intensity here today. And that's a nice press.
And he kicks up. Two is all he gets. Angle bags him up. Whips Tierney into the ropes now. Big back drop. 286 pounds. Dropping down there, Dave. Big move from Kurt Angle.
Tag on Big Grimes. Kevin Christian over in the corner. Mick Tierney, Steve Bradley, and Glen Kulka. Nice move by Angle. Sets him up for Big Grimes.
Yeah, I got some nice things I can say about Kurt Angle. I don't understand why Jim guys have so many problems with Kurt Angle. He's a nice guy. Look at him. Clean cut. He's well built. Nice looking. You know, he's kind of like the boy next door. As a matter of fact, he even married the girl next door. The only bad thing about that is he lived next door to a strip club.
Kevin Christian. Kevin Christian out here in full control of the Cornette organization. There's a 2 count.
2 count.
Just a 2, yeah.
So all he's able to get out of him was a 2. Vicious Big Grimes makes the tag, and here he comes. Sir Wolfie D climbs the top rope. There's Wolfie. Oh, big right hand. No kick from Wolfie. Staggers the big guy, takes him down. Look at Wolfie D go. Slams him into that top turnbuckle, and man, he's going right after him.
Wolfie D, boy, he's had problems with this guy. He sends Tierney into the turnbuckles, but Wolfie makes a huge mistake.
Yeah, he does, and Mick Tierney right on top of him there.
Problem with Tierney, he can seize the advantage very quickly. That's what he's done. This match continues. We got to catch up on commercials. Kevin Christian out here running his mouth a little bit earlier. Got us behind. Corey, let us take a break. We'll keep this going. We'll be back with you. If there is anything that happens of interest, we'll show you the tape when we return.
Celebrate the confidence and peace of mind of 5-star safety. Celebrate by making the right choice in a new Ford Taurus. Now, during the Ford authorized clearance, get 0% financing plus $1,000 cash back on a 99 Taurus. Low financing and cash back. That's something to celebrate. Celebrate savings and safety during the Ford authorized clearance at your local Ford dealer.
First, the advertisers called West Wing this fall's best. Now, the critics agree. The West Wing is shrewd, sexy, superb. A show that crackles with intelligence. It's instantly appealing.
TV Guide.
The West Wing's got the
Today,
best of the press talking about it.
The Wall Street.
Coming NBC Wednesdays, The West Wing offers the White House we wish we had
Chicago Tribune.
one show that lives up to the hype. The West Wing, NBC Wednesdays this fall.
Where there's conflict, he brings healing.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth will leave you both blind and toothless.
Where there's injustice, he finds truth.
Somebody's just flat out lying. Give me a good story for this.
Where there's despair, he sees hope.
Don't let that break your spirit. You stay strong, because you're going to be successful.
Finally, compassion comes to the courtroom.
It's in you. You're redeemable.
Judge Mathis, this fall.
Judge Mathis, coming in September to WMC TV5.
In cities and towns across America, these are the real faces of courage. Police, firefighters, paramedics, working together, they are the difference between life and death. This fall, NBC presents Third Watch, dedicated to this kind of courage.
There's a kid in here!
From the producer of ER. These are the people who get there first. The men and women of the Third Watch, Sundays this fall on NBC.
Well, I'll tell you what's been going on. They've been triple teaming and double teaming Wolfie D over here in the corner. Mick Tierney continues to work on him there. They go back to the corner again. Bradley from outside and Kulka from outside.
Yeah, no tags being made in the process of all of this changing. Here's Glen Kulka in. Kulka picks up Wolfie. High in the air, he's got him. And man, you're not talking about a small guy in Wolfie D. Wolfie's about 220 and he just slams him down. Man! Glen Kulka, the big Canadian, makes the tag on the Power Pro champion. Here comes Steve Bradley.
Kulka, really intense wrestler. He comes in here, he comes in to take care of business, and then he's out of there.
He's a mean son of a gun. Let me tell you, when you look over and see, look right in the eyes of this Glen Kulka, and even Mick Tierney, I mean, these guys, Dave, they're not going to win a beauty pageant at all. They're just tough and rugged when it comes to wrestling.
They're here to win matches. Steve Bradley.
Look at this. He ducks. Wolfie climbs around him.
Oh, neck breaker. Nice one by Wolfie. Can he convert it to a 3 count?
Neck breaker, and Wolfie D's got a pin. Can he pin him? 1 count. There's a 2, and Kulka jumps in. Right in the nick of time, he jumps in and breaks that thing up. Wolfie only gets a 2 count, and it's Wolfie D and Steve Bradley.
Steve Bradley, the Power Pro champion. Still the Power Pro champion partly because of James Cornette, who's not here today, and his interference.
Yeah, with that tennis racket. Oh, Wolfie came out of the corner. It was a good move, he thought. But as he came rolling out of that corner, Kulka caught him with a clothesline that took him down. Now Bradley gets the pin. He's got his feet on the top rope for extra leverage.
Yeah,
only gets a 2 count.
Great move by Wolfie. He just used upper body strength just to break that one up on his own. He was in enemy territory over there next to Kevin Christian and Glen Kulka.
Body slam from Bradley, and here comes Mick Tierney, Glen Kulka. They jump in the thing. They got that flag, that Irish flag that Tierney totes around. Catch Wolfie, 2 count and Big Grimes.
Vic,
he's in to even it up. Yeah. Wolfie has taken a pounding. He's got to get over and get a tag.
He's been in there a long, long time, and he's had a tough time because of this right here. They've got him back into their corner where they can double and triple team him.
Yeah, 2 and 3 against 1. Throughout the commercial break, and even in the first part of the 6-man tag, Wolfie has been in there. He just can't seem to get over in his corner. They're stopping him. They're pounding on Wolfie D.
Of course, part of this is strategy by this team to keep him away from the tag. There's Kurt Angle, the Olympic champion over there. There's big hardcore wrestler Vic Grimes. They're waiting, but they're keeping Wolfie from getting over to the corner to get the tag on either one of them.
Double choke slam. Look at this. That's a 2. And he gets his shoulder up to 2. Double choke slam from the 2 big guys, but Wolfie able to lift that shoulder up and hang in there.
And they back him close to their corner again. About as far as he can be from his partners at the tag. The tag he needs so badly. Stumbles out of the corner, but does not make it very close to his corner. Steve Bradley has him in the air. Puts a slam on him. Not a very big one, but he put him in place. Oh, that's what he was going to do.
Man, that's
look at him.
Again, that's twice now with the moonsault. Bradley, one more time at the top. He misses! He misses! Wolfie gets out of the way. Wolfie has got to get a tag, Dave. He's got to get it.
Down. He can't get to the corner. He's trying to pull himself up by the ropes. Can he get down the length of those ropes
Can he make it? Wolfie D on his feet. Wolfie's got to get over that.
Bradley on his feet, though.
Bradley rolls after him. He rolls over.
He got it.
Kurt Angle comes in, and look at Angle go. He puts it on Bradley. Big forearm, and he's going after him here. Uh-oh. Belly to belly.
Down, belly to belly. He might have him. Where's the referee? Tony Falk has jumped into the ring. What's he doing
what
here?
What is Tony Falk doing here? Look at this. Kurt drops him.
Belly to belly on him.
Belly to belly on boy Tony, as we knew him. Tony Falk.
That's Mick and Glen out of the ring on the other side.
He got a pin. Kevin Christian with the belt. He nailed him.
Here's Brandon. He goes after Kevin Christian.
He knocked Kevin upside down. Man, he nailed him.
Action all over the studio here. There goes Kevin and Brandon. Brandon's thrown Kevin out of the area.
1 count. 2, and Wolfie breaks it. Woo!
Bradley almost got Angle to the count there. Wolfie with a hubcap.
He's got it. Look out.
Boom. Down goes Bradley. He covers.
He clocks him, Dave. 1 count. And there's Kulka. What a wild bout here today on the Power Hour. Man, did you see Brandon? He clocked Kevin Christian.
He sure did it and ran him out of here.
Look at this. Belly to belly from Kurt Angle. 1, 2. He got it. He got him. He beat the champion. He beat the Power Pro champion.
The champion has been defeated by Kurt Angle, the man many people feel should be the champion.
Belly to belly from Kurt Angle. Let's take a break. We're going to be back with much more in the Power Hour.
Kurt Angle win. Wow.
Man, oh man. Stay with us, fans. We got much more to go. What a win.
Trollios. Big fruit flavors.
Want to try one of my worms? I like to bite one end and suck it all into my mouth.
Sour bright crawlers.
Outstanding.
Sour bright crawlers are the one candy that's even fun to talk about.
Want to try one of my worms?
That's not natural. But Oak Express is. Real wood furniture and real savings. Oak Express, naturally better.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, the #1 Dodge dealer in 25 states, Covington Pike Dodge, has new 2000 Ram trucks for just $69.88, or lease for only $198 a month, and new 2000 Caravans for only $17.98, or lease with 0 down and just $288 a month, plus $1,000 rebates on all 99 full-size Ram trucks. Discounts on every new 99 left in stock, only at Tennessee's largest Dodge dealer, Covington Pike Dodge. It's easy to do business here.
Are you an experienced truck driver who likes doing the job right? If so, Cannon Farms in Wynn, Arkansas needs you. At Cannon Farms, your quality work will be rewarded with many benefits, including company matching 401k, health insurance, paid vacation, safety bonus, and guaranteed alternate weekends at home. If you're at least 25 years old, with a minimum 3 years OTR experience and a good driving record, call 1-800-548-6083 for an interview and start enjoying the benefits of being a quality professional driver.
Man, let me tell you, what an exciting match we had here. Action all over everywhere, but the big thing, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has just gotten himself a victory over the champion, Steve Bradley. I mentioned earlier, last week, man, we really saw intensity from Kurt Angle. I think we have some highlights maybe from last week we can take a look at, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Belly-to-belly suplex for everybody. Tells you, that Bradley is the real deal. Here's the other real deal right here. It's Kurt Angle.
Belly-to-belly. Look at Angle. He calls the referee.
Belly-to-belly suplex for everybody, it looks like.
Belly-to-belly from Angle. He came in. Oh, he's going after Robbie D. Belly-to-belly on Robbie.
trying to tell Kurt to come on. Let's get out of here, Kurt. But Kurt's hearing none of it.
He's upset. Kurt Angle.
That is exactly what I want to see with you. That is exactly what you've been missing, Kurt Angle. You've been missing the fire.
Come on, Lance. Behave yourself. Not boring. It's showing Kurt's intensity that he's seeing. Let's pay no attention to Lance Jade. Let's see if we can maybe get Kurt out here. All right, look, that's it. That's it. We've put up with you. You've been up here. You've been trying to get yourself on camera.
I'm up here because I'm a champion, Dave Brown.
Of
I'm
what?
an IWO champion.
I never heard of the IWO.
I left Power Pro Wrestling because this wrestling is horrible. Lance Jade.
No, you're welcome to stay here as long as you behave yourself. You hadn't been doing that.
I'm behaving myself.
And
You don't tell me
during
what to
the
do,
break.
Dave Brown. I'm a champion. You do not tell me what to do, and neither do you.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Could we have security over here?
Yeah.
Tell you what I'm going to do. Escort Mr. Jade out of the building, please. Out of the building.
I'm a champion.
You're not a champion of anything. I never heard of the IWO.
He's went somewhere.
Take him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Well, he used to be in Power Pro, and then he went wherever, and he claims he's a champion of the IWO. Let's see if we can get somebody who's a real champion, or at least most folks think that he certainly should be Power Pro champion. I'm talking about Kurt Angle. He's an Olympic champion, and man, the last couple of weeks, you've looked terrific.
Thank you very much. You know, ever since I got down here in Memphis, I've tried to be fair about this. And all I wanted was a fair shot at the title. Well, I got my shot. I worked hard enough to get that shot, and I became the Power Pro champion. But then Jim Cornette stepped in and rudely interrupted my title run. Well, I've been screwed over way too many times to be a nice guy. So I feel, after beating Steve Bradley 1, 2, 3 in the middle of that ring today, which I did, I feel I deserve a shot at the title today. And Steve, if I get that shot, I will walk out of here with the Power Pro belt, and that's a guarantee.
Well, I have no doubt about it because you've already beat him once today. I don't know if we're going to be able to book it on today's show or not, but I certainly believe that you deserve a title shot. There's no doubt about it. Here's Wolfie D. Also looked mighty good in that match after a very tough beginning.
I usually don't bust in on people's interviews, but I'm sitting back here fixing to get undressed, and I hear you out here saying you want a title match because you deserve it and you've worked hard and all that kind of stuff. Well, let me inform you of something just a minute ago in this match. I won that match for you, by the way. Look, I'm not trying to start nothing, but if anybody around here deserves a title shot, you would think it would be Wolfie D. After all the time Wolfie's put in on this TV station, you would think somebody around here would want to give me a title shot. Because listen. What happened right there was I came in, and the referee wasn't looking, you know, so I did a little bingity bang on Stevie there, and you jumped on for the cover. Well, I had him, and Glen came in and hit me. Then you ended up getting a quick win, but he was already beat because of my finish, not yours. Well, Wolfie, there's no doubt in my mind. I think you could beat Steve Bradley, okay? That's not what this is all about. What you have to understand is I've already been the Power Pro champion. And I've been here a lot longer, here at Power Pro a lot longer than you have. Oh, no. So it's no offense to you, Wolfie. I mean, it's my time. Talking about you being here longer than me, Power Pro, whatever you want to call TV5 Memphis Wrestling, you ask these people, I've been around here for years, and I held those tag team titles on umpteen different occasions. I was the USWA heavyweight champion, the TV champion. I've held more belts than you can imagine.
Well, I think you're both right. I really do. I think that both of you probably deserve the shot for both the reasons that you're saying right here. But there can only be one contender, right?
Yeah, there can only be. You know what we should do? Why don't we make it a title contender match today? Today, and just have Wolfie against Kurt, and we'll settle it in the ring.
Sounds good to me. He's the president. He can make the match.
I get my shot. If I have to face Wolfie, I'll do it. No offense to Wolfie. I think he's a tremendous athlete, but I want my shot against Steve Bradley. I want my Power Pro belt back.
All right, but you two against each other for the #1 contender.
That's perfectly fine with me, and I just want to remind you something. This ain't the Olympics, pal. When you jump in the ring, this is my domain.
All right, how about it? Hey, title contender match coming up later on today. Very good. Good idea.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah, let's take a break, and so we'll have some time. We'll be back in just a moment. Yeah.
Now's the time for the best savings of the year. It's the Ford Authorized Clearance, where you can get low 4.9% financing on every 99 F-150 in stock, including the F-150 Super Cab with 4 doors standard. Celebrate with 4.9 financing on the best-selling truck in America. Hurry in now for the best selection during the Ford Authorized Clearance at your local Ford dealer.
What have you been waiting for? This is a great time to order cable TV. Call Time Warner at 259 Cable and get free installation when you buy a smart TV package. Plus, get 5 free movies on Time Warner pay-per-view. That means big savings. You'll get lots of channels with sports, news, movies, and plenty of family entertainment. But this offer ends soon, so call now. Get free installation when you buy a smart TV package from Time Warner. Hey, this isn't regular TV, this is cable TV.
Do you like to save money? Do you like the perfect gift? Then you will love shopping at the Happy Hawker. We have the friendliest and nicest pawn shops in town with unbelievable buys in fine jewelry, china, crystal, TVs, VCRs, microwaves, CDs, bicycles, antiques, tools, musical instruments, and more. If you're short on cash, we loan almost anything of value. We loan you more for less. Try us at the Happy Hawker, 299 North Cleveland at Poplar and at 975 East Parkway across from Liberty Land. Come and see us.
Get more of the Today Show with Later Today.
Later today will lead the way to get your daytime going. Show the action and Forrest bring a new attitude.
Little attitude and a lot of intelligence.
It's smart, fun, stylish, exciting, and new.
My favorite thing in the world is live television.
Get a fresh start, straight from the heart. Later today.
Starting Tuesday on NBC.
Take a look at the action as Power Pro will be on tour beginning next Saturday night at the Hardin County Fair, Savannah, Tennessee. 8 o'clock is wrestling time. You get free admission to wrestling with fair admission. That's next Saturday.
What a deal. Can't beat that high. Hey, Clarksdale, Mississippi's coming up. Power Pro is going to roll into Clarksdale Civic Auditorium. It's a great spot for wrestling. Friday night, September 17th. Tickets are on sale now for Clarksdale, Mississippi, Friday, September 17th.
When y'all going to be back at New Daisy Theater, folks, eh? Well, I can tell you, it's going to be Saturday, September 18th. 8 o'clock is the time at the New Daisy Theater on world-famous Beale Street. Full crowd. The full card will be announced later.
Get ready, Blytheville, Arkansas. Power Pro's coming back to the National Guard Army right there in Blytheville. Tickets are on sale now Friday, September 24th. 8 o'clock is the bell time. Be down there when Power Pro comes to see you.
Make your plans to be there to see all the Power Pro stars you see every week right here on the Power Hour on TV5. I see the referee is climbing into the ring right now, offering wages there. That means we are ready to go with another match. We've got a lot of action today. Here's Bulldog Reigns. Usually there's some kind of action when he is in there, too. Not always the kind you want to see. He's got that chain wrapped around his neck, a big old wall chain. And yeah, sometimes appears in the match, too.
And boys, he have an opponent. We saw him, the big guy out of Miami, Florida. He returned to Power Pro last week after an injury. Talking about Chris, the Dragon Cannonball. He's back today, and we're going to see him right here on the Power Hour. He returned on last week, and Chris Cannonball stepped up on the ring apron for our next action here live from the studios of WMC TV5. It is the Power Hour back at our regular time today.
Absolutely. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to give that address again so you can get your free tickets to join us here on the Power Hour.
You know, we were talking about it earlier in between commercials, but boy, don't we have a great crowd here today?
Absolutely.
Tremendous crowd.
They're having fun. You will, too. Be sure to join us. Keep that pencil, piece of paper handy, and that address comes up in just a few minutes. You can see action like this. Cannonball firing Bulldog into the ropes. Caught him in the midsection coming back.
Oh, leg sweep there.
Yes.
Little Russian leg sweep and a 2 count from Cannonball, the big guy to Miami. Bounces off the ropes, comes back, over the top rope.
Bulldog Reigns saw him coming, and he just kept him going and took him right over the rope.
Well, you know, David's ability off those ropes, I think, kind of threw Cannonball right towards the top rope, and with a little help from Bulldog Reigns, he went flying over that thing. Not sure referee Upper Wayne saw all of that. Big boot to the face from Chris Cannonball. He backs him up, whips the dragon into the rope. Forearm from Bulldog range.
Bulldog trying to take control.
You were talking about having the crowd here in the studios and all day. Well, coming up after this match, get a pencil and paper ready and get it handy so you can take down the information to write for studio tickets. We'd love for you to bring the family down and be down here with us one of these Saturday mornings. Look at this. He dropped Bulldog. That's 3 count. He got him. 1, 2, 3. Chris the Dragon Cannonball gets the win.
We'll be back with more. Don't you go away.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
Oh, a little bonus for some of the crowd here today. The Memphis Redbirds have their last series of the season, the last in Tim McCarver Stadium this weekend. WMC station proud to be sponsoring it. We gave away some free tickets to some of the crowd. So come on down and join us. We'd love to have you for the Power Hour. Corey?
Hey, yes, sir. Reed Day. We'd love to have you. Want to get out right now? Mr. Personality, Derek King. He's got CB Wyatt along with him. And want to talk to him about the Young Guns bout that's coming up here on the Power Hour in just a moment, man. What? I am the champion. I am the champion. I am the champion of the world. Right. I told you that I was going to be the Young Guns champion, and now I am the champion. It doesn't sound like Frank Sinatra, does it?
No, it doesn't sound like Freddie Mercury either.
Yeah.
He's got the title, there's no doubt about it. Here is the man who held this title for a long, long time. Get Wikkid is headed his way. This is a title match.
Get Wikkid, get ready. He's got a shot at the Young Gun title coming up here on the Power Hour. Here is Kid Wikkid.
Cade, you know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have that trophy. Hey, I got a deal for you. I'll let you keep the trophy. Give it to me, but I'll let you carry it for me. How's that? Hey, if it wasn't for me last Saturday night, there's no way you would have beat Robbie D.
Speaking of Robbie D, here's Robbie. They say Slade.
You see, I don't know if it's a conspiracy or what, but last week, Kid Wikkid, Robbie D put a Bobby Boucher whooping on you, boy. If it wasn't for you, hit me in the head with that chain, I would be the Young Guns champion. So I think that I should get a shot today, and you know it.
You said you want my shot today here, right now?
It's fair.
Okay, Robbie, go ahead. Your shot. Go ahead.
What?
He's going to give it to him, Dave. Do you believe that?
You're going to give him the shot at the
He says,
title?
go ahead, Robbie. He gives Robbie, oh, look out.
Oh, look out from behind.
He says, okay,
Kid
go
Wikkid.
ahead. And he nails it.
Nails Robbie down here on the floor, picks him up, slams it. Oh, lower part of his back. Man, he hit hard. So Kid Wikkid, now CB Wyatt, Derek King's security guy comes around. What, ring a bell? Referee said to ring a bell. He's trying to get CB Wyatt out of the action. Meanwhile, Robbie D jumps in the ring. From behind, he drop kicks Kid Wikkid. Derek King.
Look at this. He's got a pin.
1, 2, 3. He defends the title. My goodness.
What a win. It only took about 4 seconds.
He's walking around singing, I am the champion again.
Of the world. I'm the champion. Here I am. The Young Guns champion. Sing with me. Come on, sing with me.
That's enough of the singing. Yeah, he's the champion. But Brandon Baxter is curious why Tony Falk was here earlier. I understand he's found him right now. Let's listen to that.
Oh, okay.
Tony, what are you doing here? Why are you getting involved in the match? I didn't mean to get involved in the match. Kurt Angle grabbed me from behind. He snatched me in that ring and he put that belly to belly on me. Yes, sir. I'm here because I've been gone. I've had some tough times.
Right.
I'm telling you, Brandon, I haven't been in jail and I haven't been in a nut house. I'm serious. I'm looking better, though. I had to get my head straight. I went through a lot of bad stuff. But look at me. I'm looking better than I have in years. I need a job, Brandon. You can do it for me. I need a job right now.
The problem is, if you look at this, I only have X amount of dollars to work with Power Pro. I don't have a spot for a wrestler.
I gotta have a job.
I can't help you.
Man, you can do it for a brother. Come on, Brandon. I need a job, man.
So, let me just, I don't have a spot for wrestler. Let me just see what I can do, okay? I'm not going to promise you anything. Let's just see what I can do.
Well, help me out. Help me out, man.
The compact pickup J.D. Power & Associates ranks best in initial quality. A Consumer's Digest Best Buy. One of Car and Driver's 10 Best. Building the new Dodge has been very rewarding. And now, owning a new Dodge is even more rewarding. During our summer clearance, there's a lot more to love about the next Neon, because it comes with a generous $1,000 cash allowance. It's very simple, really. Dodge gets awards, you get rewards. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you for this limited time offer.
My next number, I'd like to return to the class.
10th Annual Southern Heritage Classic. Clash at the Classic. Tennessee State Tigers versus Jackson State Tigers. Saturday, September 11th, 6 p.m. Liberty Bowl Stadium. Tickets are now on sale at all area Ticketmaster outlets, including selected Piggly Wiggly locations. To charge by phone, call 901-525-1515.
Okay. Cut it.
Oh, baby, it was a frenzy. You are like this #1 sex symbol in America. Moves we haven't seen since Elvis. And the burning question everybody wants to know, are you single? Ricky Martin! Plus, Jennifer Lopez. How wonderful is it to be you right now? Next Oprah.
Monday at 4 on TV5. Action News 5 a.m. The news you need that gets you ready for the day ahead.
Here's what's making news this morning.
Anchors Kim Clark and Richard Ransom have the day's top stories.
Top stories, the remarkable
News from overnight.
While you were sleeping, a major development.
And what's planned for the day ahead.
We have some very important information.
Ron Childers has weather on the 5.
A great start weather-wise this morning.
And up-to-the-minute traffic reports with Wendy Hayes.
And watch out for the construction delay.
Start your day with Richard, Kim, and Ron on Action News 5 a.m.
Where you saw the problem we had where we had Kurt Angle out here a little bit earlier and Wolfie D both saying they deserve the title shot. I think they're both right. Apparently you do too.
Oh, no doubt about it. So, hey, let's make it a title contender match. That's what we're going to do here in the Power Hour. And this should be a goodie. It's going to be Kurt Angle, the Olympian, taking on Wolfie D.
Decision made by the acting president, the vice president of the Power Pro Wrestling, since Randy Hale's been incapacitated by Jimmy Cornette a couple of weeks ago. And here comes Wolfie D. He's got that hubcap with him. Wolfie D says, hey, Kurt Angle, you beat Steve Bradley here today, but you did it because I helped you. Well, both are right. Both deserve the shot at the title. Only one can be the #1 contender. When we leave here in just a little while, we should know who the #1 contender is. Should be an interesting match. Kurt Angle against Wolfie D.
Yes, sir, it is. Wolfie and Kurt Angle tying up right in the middle of the ring.
Wolfie D round behind. He took that arm up in a hammer position, and he gets it returned to him. But he reverses Kurt Angle. Has him on the mat, but cannot hold him for a count of 3. Down to the mat he goes again. Look at him.
Well, gets out of the leg scissors, yeah. Quite a few moves in there from Wolfie and Kurt Angle.
Got a couple of fine wrestlers, couple of tough wrestlers.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. This should be a good one. Here on the Power Hour, live from the studios of TV5. Wolfie twisting the arm now. Angle reverses it. Snaps him over. Little snapmare there from, fireman's carry, rather, from Wolfie. Leg scissors there from Angle, and Wolfie gets the break.
Yeah, he had his feet over the bottom rope, so he had to break it up. Kurt Angle, Wolfie D. Wolfie says I outsmarted him right there. That's part of it.
It is part of it. Angle and Wolfie D. Angle up in the middle of the ring. Winner gets the shot at the Power Pro Heavyweight title. Wolfie rocks the eyes of Kurt Angle and gets loose from him.
Well, I was just thinking what a great clean match we had going right here, too, between two guys that the crowd would like to see each Neither of them win, I think. They both are fan favorites. Wolfie D sends Angle across the way. Kurt Angle ducks under the elbow, or under the clothesline.
Whoa!
He took him down, but he couldn't follow up with the cover.
Little cross body there, and look at this. He's setting him up for that belly to belly. Wolfie rakes his eyes and gets out of that hole. Boy, Angle
hit him on the nose, didn't he?
Is that what he did?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, not another Mike Tyson.
Oh, no.
Off the rope. Look at Wolfie. Drops his knee down right in the throat there of Angle. There's a 2 count, and he kicks out of it at 2.
Wolfie D picking Kurt Angle up. The winner of this match gets the shot at Steve Bradley, the champion. Wolfie around behind. Oh, reversal. Round behind goes Angle. Upper elbow, though.
Wolfie stops him. He climbs the rope on the top rope. Flying press off the top. He hooks the leg.
And a 2 count.
Referee says a 2 count.
Both of these guys are hard to hold for a 3 count.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Angle, tremendous upper body strength.
Wolfie runs in. Angle stops him, sets him up there on the top rope. There he is. And Angle pounding away now with Wolfie D.
Kurt Angle, a former Olympic champion, but Wolfie D, when the challenge was made, said, hey, remember, this is professional wrestling, not Olympic style.
Boy, these guys up on the top rope, Dave, this is dangerous. They're right here. Is he going to do this? Oh, man. He's going for a belly-to-belly off the top rope and knocked the referee down.
Yeah, the referee was in the way.
Here comes everybody else now.
This is not good.
Tierney, Bradley.
Not good at all. How are we going to determine who the contender is with all these people in the ring? Steve Bradley leading the cheers as Tierney and Kulka.
Power slam. Man.
And Bradley taunting him after both have been power bombed. And sure, now Tierney and Kulka leave. Bradley gets out of the ring.
Bradley's loving it because he doesn't want to face either one of these guys.
That's true, he doesn't.
Double power bomb on Wolfie D and Kurt Angle.
Here's Bradley.
Hey, back again.
Yeah, back again, uninvited.
Look at these two jerks wrestling. You know, isn't it ironic how life sometimes imitates art? These two are both in the ring, beating each other's brains in for the chance to wrestle me.
Yep.
It kind of sounds like the dressing room, Dave.
Now, wait a minute. The referee is counting both wrestlers. Both of them are down. Who's going to be the first one up on their feet? The count's at 8.
The referee's at 8.
And Wolfie D's on his feet. Ankle's on his feet. Over the top rope. The referee doesn't see it because he was still trying to clear his head.
Man.
They're down on the floor.
Down on the concrete floor.
Look out. They're over here by the desk.
Here they come over this way. Over near the set.
You want my belt? Go ahead and keep fighting each other.
Oh!
They grab Bradley.
Both determined that the best thing to do is to grab Bradley and just throw him in the ring.
What a move! Steve Bradley over here running his mouth. Got himself in a drop here.
The referee has called for the bell. I guess that means...
Look out!
Oh, down to the mat goes Bradley. I guess that means we're not going to have a #1 contender, though.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Here comes Tierney and Kulka. They jump in this thing. Glen, Kulka, Mick Tierney hit the ring after Wolfie D and Kurt Angle decide, hey, let's grab Steve Bradley. Here comes Big Grimes in.
Grimes goes after Kulka. Bradley comes wading back into it and then steps back. But just as he turns and comes back, he runs into Big Grimes. Big Grimes tapping Mick Tierney on the shoulder.
Whoa! He pops him one.
Bradley and Kulka both out of the ring now. Tierney is in there all alone against Big Grimes and Wolfie D.
Man, we have got action all over the ring. Out on the floor now.
Bradley pulls him out of the ring, pulls Tierney out of the ring. Well, we don't have a decision here, but let's talk about it. We'll be back. The Power Hour is not over. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
I love my Toyota.
Tundra. You'll never own a better truck than the all-new Toyota Tundra. See for yourself. Power, I-Force V8, performance, towing, payload, comfort, handling. Tundra versus Ford, no comparison. Tundra versus Chevy, no comparison. Tundra versus Dodge, no comparison. Price $15,495, no comparison. comparison.
Covington Pike Toyota.
It's Covington Pike Toyota.
Great deals happen every day.
Today, everybody's in such a hurry, but smart folks know how to slow down a little and enjoy life. Smart folks also know about Bill Blake Insurance.
For 30 years, the Hometown Boys have been providing auto insurance for smart drivers. No down payment, just easy monthly payments, and rates lower than Old Man River's voice.
It's just not smart to rush around without good insurance. Why? If you get into an accident without insurance, you could land in jail.
No money down, easy payments. Bill Blake Insurance.
What could be more romantic than your man bringing you dinner?
Big drop, baby!
On the season premiere of Jenny Jones, hubbies who hound their wives about their weight.
He'll say to my son, "There's your fat mommy."
Are there women too fat?
He calls me Tog, that means have a gut.
Or are these guys just fatheads?
So what do you want to tell Irving today? You can either quit it or hit the door.
Big and sexy, baby! And that's what you missing.
It's the season premiere of Jenny Jones, Monday at 3 on WMC TV5.
Get more of the Today Show with Later Today.
Later today we'll lead the way to get your daytime going. Show the ashes, boys, bring a new attitude.
Little attitude and a lot of intelligence.
It's smart, fun, stylish, exciting, and new.
My favorite thing in the world is live television.
Get a fresh start, straight from the heart. Later today.
Starting Tuesday on NBC.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
Wow, what a day we have had on the Power Hour here today, man.
Yes, sir.
That six-man match we got things going with, it was just, and then the match, great idea you had.
Contender, yeah, I thought
for
it was
the contender, we didn't settle anything, but we had all kind of action. I've absolutely got to congratulate both Kurt Angle and Wolfie D on the fine match until there was interference.
Oh, what about? What about? And then all of a sudden, Glen, Mick Tierney, that whole crew come out here. How about Jim Cornette laying in the bed with that? What was that? Barney?
I don't know, some kind of stuffed animal
kind of
there.
Teddy bear.
He looked better there than he does running around here running his mouth.
He's at home hugging and kissing that thing. Hopefully he stays there for a few weeks before he comes back here.
I tell you, next week we'll have more of the same. We're going to be at our regular time again next week. Hope you'll join us for the Power Hour then. Until then, for the Vice President of Power Pro Wrestling, Corey Macklin.
For the treasurer.
We'll see you next week.
See you guys.